Pan-African Union Summit is a good opportunity in gathering Africans from various parts of the continent. Today we're gonna have a stay with Africans and we will try to talk about their culture, attire, language and their cultural things. So just stay with us viewers, this is Pan-African Show.
We have a few trouble spots in SADC. We have a situation in the DRC, but we are optimistic that now that the SADC and the Eastern Bloc have met and they have called for immediate ceasefire, they have called for dialogue, we hope and pray that there will be peace in DRC because what is happening there with displacements of children, displacements of women, and the humanitarian crisis there has to come to an end. Addis is good, a lot of developments, and I think we thank the people of Addis of Ethiopia for the hospitality that has been extended to us.
Ethiopia have been playing a very big role in bringing African together, and we are happy to see that our capital become very, very beautiful capital, Addis Ababa, and very, very nice country, very nice building, and I think that the people of Ethiopia deserve it.
I've been working in Ethiopia for a very long time. I used to come here around about 2006 to 2010, and I'd work on the financial sector, I would work on the private sector, night and day between what you find today. When I came here on this trip, I was amazed at Bole Road and the infrastructure that is there.
I haven't been here before, it's my first time. It's a beautiful place to be. I can see the clean city of Addis Ababa. I can see discipline. I can see the environment is well taken care of, just the same way we do it in Kenya.
I have seen the change all the time. A lot of construction, a lot of building, and I know that diaspora are also helping to build, and they are also very good, they have a good reputation in America and other countries, the Ethiopians, and they keep their culture, they have restaurants, very good, yeah.
As the African Union is one part of promoting the cultural attires and traditions of Africa, countries are introducing themselves. Among us, the Ethiopian one can be mentioned, and in this side I have also the Moroccan. They are promoting their cultural drinks, so we will try this. Hello, can you give me? What is it then? Chai? Okay, Moroccan chai. Okay. So we know that this stage is a good opportunity to promoting our culture, and this the Moroccan delegates are also promoting the culture perfectly, viewers. So let us watch a video of the Moroccan culture in general, and after that we will be back. This is Pan-African Show.
Va bene, غير أنا وانتيا على بالي مطفي الموبايل ربي عالم بحالي خلتني بوهالي بين الأقادية ضربة قادية بين الأقادية ضربة قادية حرام عليك فكر فيك وانا اليوم ما درت فيا بين القضية ضربة قضية ايش بالك إلا نجي لدارك وانا دابا وراح حبك انتي ضرب لي قلبي ضربة صبرت شحال صبرت وما بقى فيا انا صبرت عييت ساكت ساكت وخليني نهضر شوفوا حالي خلتني بوهالي انا مو على بالي مطفي الموبايل ربي عالم بحالي خلتني بوهالي بين الأقادية ضربة قادية بين الأقادية ضربة قادية حرام عليك فكر فيك وانا اليوم ما درت فيا بين القضية ضربة قادية خلتني بوهالي انا مو على بالي مطفي الموبايل ربي عالم بحالي خلتني بوهالي بين الأقادية ضربة قادية بين الأقادية ضربة قادية حرام عليك فكر فيك وانا اليوم ما درت فيا بين القضية ضربة قادية
Well, viewers, welcome to our Pan-African show, and today we are at the AU headquarters in Addis Ababa, and we're having various cultural events here in AU, and I have a guest for you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you very much for having me, and introduce us yourself.
I'm Dr. Hassan.
Okay.
I'm here for the Summit of African Union.
Okay, where you from?
I'm from Niger, Republic of Niger.
Okay.
And we come here to celebrate the Summit of Africa.
Okay.
And then also we enjoy the ceremony of tea in Addis. What we enjoy the bunna of Addis. We enjoy the kollo. I love kollo. And then we enjoy the welcome, the warm welcome of Ethiopian people. We love Ethiopian people as the people, the most warm welcome people, you know. So when we come in Addis is like our own home. It's our second home, as sometimes all Ethiopian authorities say, your second home. So because people are kind, and we hope if it can support all these things made by Ethiopian, we are very happy for that.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think it's not your first time here in Addis Ababa.
It could be the 100 times. In Addis, probably 100. In Ethiopia, probably 50 times.
Okay.
No, I come here since 10 or 20 years before.
So you are observing the change of Addis Ababa, I think.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. I love the soul of Addis.
So let us talk about your country. Can you tell me about your country?
My country,
culture? Yeah.
My country is, we can say we have a little bit something in common, you know. All warm welcome. Style of wedding, style of you know, we have many things in common. But every country has his own specificities, you know. We don't have bunna, of course.
What's the celebration? Or the way that
for example, we have Sahel tea. The Sahel tea is we have the Sahel tea. We have the work of the skin of animals. You have it here. and everything. We have.
And what about the tourist destination place in your
Yeah,
country?
in my country, boy, many things.
Okay.
You see the desert of Agadez, many things. The desert of Agadez, the Sahara. You know, it's a mythical place, Sahara, and the many forests where we find animals. We have a lot of animal in park, elephant, lion. I think like in Addis, like in Ethiopia. Like if you go in the north, or if you go in Gondar, in other region, you can find many things. But the things in common, which attract people in my country and in your country, is a warm welcome of people. The single people. So people.
So I want to visit your country.
You have to visit the country, and you are invited.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And if you have any message for fellow Africans regarding promoting our culture, idea, Pan-Africanism, this is your chance.
My message is we have to develop tourism between African countries. It's something unbelievable. You see many white men coming in Ethiopia, discovering the old church, all the religious festival in Ethiopia. But the Africans, they never come in Ethiopia to discover the people, to discover the history of Africa. You know, this is the land of origin. So they never know the history of Kush, of other history. But you know, we have many problems in African countries, the problem of visa, the problem, many kind of obstacle. So I think that we have to remove this obstacle, mainly for youth to travel, for students to travel, to know what's the world, you know, and to enjoy Africa, to respect African, and to cultivate a kind of spirit of Pan-Africanism. That's what I think it's the aim of all this. Because we have to love each other. No one can help Africa after Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, viewers, we will meet with other guests. So this is Pan-African Show. Stay with us. Welcome back, viewers. This is Pan-African Show, and besides me, I have a special guest, and we will have a stay with her. Thank you very much for having me, ma'am.
Thank you
to
invite me, for having me.
Could you introduce us yourself? I know you well, but for our audiences.
My name is Ramatu Keita. I'm from Niger. I'm a movie director, writer, producer, and journalist.
I'm with the famous individual in Africa.
So, what do you want to know?
I want to know your activities. We know that you're advocating about promoting Africa's culture. And our program is focusing on this idea, Pan-Africanism. So I remember last year you raised a critical issue or topic about Amharic. So could you tell me?
Oh, about Amharic. The first time I came in the African Union Summit, I discovered that Amharic is not in the official language of African Union. So I was very surprised. I said, why? We are in Ethiopia, the African Union office is in Ethiopia, all the meetings are in Ethiopia. Ethiopian people, they have one of the most ancient alphabets in the world. It's a treasure, it's an African treasure, it's a humanity treasure. So we have to put Amharic in African Union official languages. So I started fighting for that. First I met your last Prime Minister Meles, who died now, rest in peace. And he said, yeah, I understand, yes, but it is not in the reglementation, you know, the regular. I say, yes, but we do the regulations and we can move the regulation.
Push,
Then he became ill, and then he died. So, and I continue. So I think that we will succeed, and a lot of people support me in Ethiopia, in the world. The people from universities, teachers, professors, and some started even have the idea and started years before me. But me, I just came here and I say we have to do it. So I think when we are together, I think we will succeed. And you know, last year, the foreign office minister from Ethiopia, the foreign office minister of Ethiopia, who became now the president of Ethiopia.
His Excellency Tayyas Katsina.
Yes, of course. So he said when he opened the conference last year, he said Ethiopia will propose it to African Union, and he said he heard that he heard that a woman from Niger is campaigning for that. He asked to meet me, so I came, we talked, and I think now if it's official from Ethiopia, I think that it will be done, I hope, this year. It's very important to protect our treasures and to have an alphabet, African alphabet here. We have Arab, which is an African language too, even if it comes from the Middle East. But it's important to have Amarinya, and we are in Ethiopia, so we have to do it.
Okay. Since you're an artist in Niger, could you tell me about Niger in general in promoting your country?
All my films promote my country because first, I think Africa usually, in general, is a very, very beautiful continent. People are very beautiful, and we have a lot of arts, magnifique. And in Niger, it's a big country, more than 1 million kilometers, and with 7 or 8 ethnic groups, with their cultures, their way to their languages, their alphabets, the way to their way to live, their music, their costumes, the hairdressing. People have a very beautiful hair, not as beautiful as Ethiopia, but almost, almost. and it's a people it's a country to visit. We have 2 big lands for tourism. It is the Niger River, across the Niger River and the Sahara. And we have very beautiful architect houses. We have towns, more than 1,000 years towns, with Songhai Empire architects and architecture. and the Hausa's culture, Hausa's state architectures. They both are very different and very, very beautiful, and very nice aussi cuisine.
I wanna try.
yeah, you have to try, and a lot of things
to explain. It's hard to explain know, in this.
To know and to visit, and we are in West Africa, in the Sahara too, and usually in West Africa, we know better your countries than you know our countries. We know better. For example, I campaign from Amarinya. Donc I know the language, I know the alphabet, I know the history. Usually we know, and in my country, after independence, the government say that the professors, the teachers have to teach African cultures and African history. So there is a lot of things we know because we studied, and the other countries didn't study about literature, writers. We know, we study our writers before go to university. I think that's why maybe we have more African culture than you, Eastern people, Eastern countries. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And let me ask you about Addis Ababa. I think you observed various changes in the city of Addis Ababa, the home of our Africans, right? How do you see the change? How do you observe the change?
It's a big change. Yeah, it's really a big change. So I love Ethiopia. I love Addis Ababa. And the first time I came, and even now, when I walk a lot. I don't just stay in the car and coming in African Union Summit and go back in the hotel. I go through the town, and it's like you are in the ancient Bible. People. It reminds you before, thousand and thousand years before, the costumes, how people are. It's like they are all in the Bible. The popes, the popes, the Orthodox popes. Yeah. So the town
the tradition.
The tradition. Wonderful. So really, there is a lot of change in the town.
That's great. And finally, if you have a message for Africans, especially in the idea of promoting Pan-Africanism, you mentioned that we have to visit each other, we have to know our culture well, each other. So if you have a message regarding this is your chance.
No, the message is the same. It's we have to communicate. We have to love ourselves, for example. And for example, some people in West Africa, Central Africa, they say, why you make campaign for Amerindia? It's not your language. You have languages in Niger. I say, look, in Africa we have more than 1,000 languages. If each want his language to be in African Union, we will never succeed. But I take the language which is the most ancient alphabet, the language which is where we do our summit, the language we have to protect because it's the treasure. And another thing, in Ethiopian language, the sounds, all the African languages sounds is in your languages. Everything in your language. It is in Amerindia. Maybe not the Kosa sounds. In South Africa, this nation who speak with maybe you don't have all, but So I say I have an objective. It's objective. How I ask for Amerindia. So we have to be solidaire, to be together, and especially to love ourselves, to stop with all the wars we have in Africa, which come from other nations. They don't want Africa to be together. So they create very problem between people, and so we have to focus about it. We have, because we are the future. We are the beginning and the future, and the future. And we have to being Africa is the honor. Africa have to be respected, and being Africa is an honor because it's the first human in the world. So, and we have to show the way for peace. We don't need to be leader of anything. We are the first human. So we automatically are the leaders. So we don't even need to fight for it. It is, we came like that.
Naturally gifted.
Yes, yes. And being Africa is an honor. So we have to show the world how to go through and to protect the planet, the global, the Earth, Mother Earth. Voilà.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As we have watched Niger has a various tourist attraction destinations, so you Africans have to visit this place.